All right. So yesterday I went to a 3v3 event and I did fine, I guess, but my team did not do so hot overall. Um, so I was tired. I got back from a 4 hour drive and then we went straight to locals. Um, I didn't want to play the same thing that I had played the day before. I was kind of tired of Vanquish, so I just wanted to play something new. And I had all the stuff for this deck, so I went ahead and put it together. It's one I've wanted to play anyway. I think it's very cool. And yesterday, I believe the team that got first place had a player playing the same branded Despia deck, slightly different list, I believe. Um, they went undefeated. I took it to locals today, went 4-0. I lost one game the whole day, so figured do a quick deck tech, show it off. I'm sure I'm wrong on a few things. Uh, I need to look more into the deck. I think it's very cool though. I'm going to try out the Tri Brigade version soon, but for the tech, played 3 opening, 2 Aluber, 2 Branded Fusion. I didn't play 3 Branded Fusion just because Chimera Fusion's really good. You really want the opening to summon the Aluber, so I only played 2. You'd rather have this be a special summon than a normal summon. It feels really good to get him out and then normal summon Perform It over him as a tribute, or to use him as the dart to make the Albion. 2 Albaz, it's a branded deck. Makes sense. 1 Quem. This is so good. Dumping the Albaz for tricky plays as well as just being another spellcaster for the Gwignol. 1 Cardi. She's probably one of the best cards of the archetype, in my opinion. Just a one of, but super good. I love her effect. 1 Springen's Kit. This card works surprisingly well in this deck because it is searchable off of Perform It. So if you grab it after you've done your plays with Branded Fusion, you just get a free summon, and you could use this as a fusion material to make your Chimera, because it just needs a Beast and a Fiend. Branded Lost is self-explanatory. Can't negate my stuff, then I do better. Branded Beast, once again, pretty simple. Pop stuff. Super good. 1 Branded in red, because I still really like this card. I love fusion summoning on the opponent's turn, so if I can end on this, a Quim and a set Chimera fusion, that's pretty sick. Might turn it into I think it's Banishment is the one that super polys on my opponent's turn. I think that card's very cool as well. And 1 Tri Brigade Mercurier. Just good hand trap. Makes a lot of sense. It's also a good card to use. In a way, I used it today, which is kind of strange, but if you're under Shifter, you can normal Quem, send this, search card that mentions Fallen Valbaz. Very good. Playing 2 fusion deployments, getting a free summon of Cardi or a summon of Fallen Valbaz to mess around with your opponent's board is super nice. Feels very good to pull off. Lets you eat that Arise Heart, turn it into a Mirror Jade. 1 Lubellion. Good card combo piece. Send it off Branded Fusion. Discard it from your hand. Grab another Bestial. Turn a Bestial into him. Turn a Albion left on field into him. Very nice. Magnamut. Have him at 2. Searches Dragons. He's a Bestial. Not much more to say there. And then the other 2 Bestials are the one of Saronir and the one of Druisworm. Druisworm is just very good. He's searchable off the other Bestials, and Saronir can help dump the Lubellion engrave if I've got him in hand. And then, this is the part I really wanted to mess with, the cards I like a lot in the deck. The Chimera archetype. 3 Sword Knight. This card acting like a better rescue cat, or I guess more like a mole cricket. Insane. The fact that it's a negate engrave for any monster on your opponent's board is also very good. Same with Codal. It can search the Sword Knight, which is our best normal summon. It can search the Gazelle or the Perform It, depending on what we have on field, what we have in hand. This is just great, and it also has that negate for cards that target. It is very good for when they target you using a Fenrir effect. Then we got 3 Gazelle, level 4 beast, normal summon, grab Perform it. We normally don't normal summon this, but you gotta play it as a 3 of because it's searching illusions when you use this fusion material, and you need it for the Perform it play into Chimera. And I'm only playing 2 Perform it. I almost want to go up to 3, but I'm not sure. This card is really good, but if you draw more than one, it feels really bad. I like it. I like how it summons the Sword Knight. That way you can use it. Chimera Fusion, we're playing 3. It does everything. I've had hands, even today, where you look at it, go, this is a little weird, but you can use this to make a Rindbrum, which I am playing, or you can use this to help out with, you can use your Dark Fiend in hand and your Albaz to go into a Lubellion, or something along those lines. It's very interesting, very good. Like it a lot. The fact that you can pick this up again is crazy. And then my only non-engine cards, really. 1 Feather Duster, 2 Book of Moon. These did a lot for me today, but it's more for whatever you think you're going to play into. My local scene likes decks that have important back row, like Branded, I can get rid of the Beast and the Lost and such, or a lot of Labyrinth, similar things like that, but also a lot of cash. Both these are good against them, especially the Book of Moon, and the Book of Moon did a lot of work for me today. So that's it for the main. Exactly 40 cards, not really any hand traps, just not bothering, and it turned out fine. For the extra, 2 Albion, 1 Lubellion, 2 Mirror Jade, I feel like is relatively standard. You make him, you make this, leave this on board, turn this into Lubellion, easy Branded Fusion line, get you nice face-up continuous spell, as well as Lubellion on board, plus a Mirror Jade, and the Albion's engraved to activate. Super good. Gringwignall is very cool, lets you summon Cardi for free off of Fusion deployment, which is why I'm only playing 1 of the Cartesia, as well as the fact that she's like $40 and I don't want to pay that for more. But this card is crazy. It can send Lubellion, it can send Saronir, it can send whatever, and it can swap into the Lulu Wraith we're playing, or a Quem from deck. Speaking of, there's Lulu. She's interesting. She's very cool, but she's not crazy. Honestly, it hasn't been for performing amazingly in the deck, and I might swap it out, because she's used to summon the Quem or Cartesia, but only on 1 of each. This, I'll explain what I'd probably swap it out for in a second. 1 Rindbrum. This card's actually fantastic. Negate and bounce is insane. You can force the Arise Heart to proc, activate. Now Arise Heart gets to be bounced. Pretty cool. Or you can bounce something else on board by forcing a proc in some way. And then these guys are important. 2 of each Chimera. This guy rips a card on your opponent's turn, summons for free. From your grave, it summons Spriggan's Kit, Perform it. A funny tech card in here that I haven't actually played yet, but I like the theory of, that I'll talk about, because it summons any Fiend, Illusion, or Beast. Super good, and this thing, easy OTKs, easy kills afterwards. If they leave this on board, you've probably won, as well as you need one of these two to be able to activate your negates in the graveyard off of the Kotal and the Sword Knight. So very important. Playing 2 of each, just don't want to not have them. Playing 2 Guardian Chimera. Pick these up for $6 a piece, and then people started playing it in decks like this one, and they spiked, and boom, 25 each. Super good profit for me, but I won't be getting rid of them. Like it a lot. This is a beast. You can use Chimera stuff with it. You can use Chimera Fusion to go into it. You just... free cards, And this is Magnum the Reliever. I've seen talk of people playing this card. I think it's very cool. It's a little strange, but you use a special summon monster from the extra deck and a monster in the hand. You can target a fusion spell or a poly in your grave, put out the bottom of the deck, draw a card, so kind of like a Chaos Space effect. When another card or its effect is activated, it quick effect banishes a poly or a fusion spell in grave then you target a card on the field and destroy it. You can only use each effect once a turn, but it's interesting. I get the idea of it. You can summon this. You can use this to make the Chimera, because you can use Chimera Fusion. Make this by using a spare Albion left on field or something along those lines. You can use this as a fiend, and then use a beast and make Chimera, and then make the other Chimera, because this is going to shuffle the fusion back in, draw a card, whatever. Interesting. Thought it was cool. You can resummon it out of the grave using the... Let me find them. This Chimera, because it summons... Or, sorry. This Chimera, not Guardian Chimera. King of Phantom Beasts. Because he summons a Fiend from grave as well. So you can summon him, banish fusion spell, pop a card in your opponent's board. It seems neat. Have not had the ability to test it in person yet, but this slot is something also might be something else soon. The side was wonky. I built it today, and it's only 14 cards because I realized at the last second I had shoved Feather Duster in here and a Feather Duster in the main, and that is illegal. So I took one card out. I also was missing cards I probably would have shoved in here. That would have made here make sense. A couple of cards from the main would have been in here, and then 3 Super Poly would have been in the main. But 2 Thrusts, and a Talents, with 2 Dark Ruler, a Change of Heart, and an EAV. Easy. A whole Thrust package. Makes sense. The 3 Contact Seas I do like a lot, but they're iffy. I just had them on me. These just, you know, theoretically hurt cash. It made it annoying for the player that I played against today, but it wasn't great. I did have 2 Spellbound. These 2 and the last slot that I accidentally put another Feather Duster in were supposed to be 3 cards from the main. It was supposed to be the non-engine cards, and I was supposed to be maining 3 Super Polys, I believe. I think that's what I should have done. And then 2 Masquerades. These should have stayed. Those are time cards, even though they're kind of harder to make in this deck. But I think Lulu, 1 Guardian Chimera, and a Magnum potentially will come out to make room for 3 Super Poly targets. I think it makes a lot of sense. It's Fusion deck, Super Poly, eat opponent's cards. Very free. Probably something like Dracoa Quest plus Starving Venom plus Garuda, or something like that. Maybe even a 4th card comes out, makes room for King of the Swamp. Not King of the Swamp. Mudragon of the Swamp. But I like the deck a lot. It felt really good to mess with. I love the Chimera cards in it. They all feel really good. Just thought I'd share. 4-0 felt nice. Been a couple weeks since I did that good. I did pretty good with Rika every time I've played that, but this is nice. But I am tired. I'm gonna probably head to sleep. I will see you guys next time.